Bring the first case. Morning, can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes.
All right, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042806, the state of Horace Edsel Morrow. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you
Yes.
solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, very good. You can lower your hand. And Ms. Rowett, you may begin when ready.
All right. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Beatrice Heitman.
Are you also known as Beatrice Gerajda Heitman?
Beatrice Gerajda Heitman, yes.
Was Horace Edsel Morrow your husband?
Yes.
Did he die in Fort Bend County, Texas on October 4th, 2023 at the age of 73 years?
Yes.
Have 4 years elapsed since the date of his death?
No.
Did he reside in Fort Bend County, Texas at the time of his death?
Yes.
And we have filed a document with the court purporting to be Horace's last will and testament. It is dated January 5th, 2022. And do you recognize this copy that I'm showing you as the last will of Horace Edsel Morrow?
Yes.
Your Honor, I would ask that you take judicial notice of the original will in the court's file.
The court shall take judicial notice.
Thank you. And to the best of your knowledge, was this will ever revoked?
No.
Did Horace have a marriage dissolved after the date of this will?
No.
Did he adopt or have born to him any children after the date of this will?
No.
Does the will name any state agency, or charity as a beneficiary?
No.
Is there a need to administer this estate?
Yes.
And is it true that the will appoints your son, Mark Gowan, to serve as executor, but he has waived the right to serve?
Yes.
And in the alternative, the will appoints you to serve as independent executor without bond or other security, correct?
Yes.
Is there any reason you would be disqualified to serve as independent executor?
No.
Oh, thank you. Your Honor, I would ask that you admit this will to probate, appoint Beatrice Heitman as an independent executor to serve without bond, and waive appraisers.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Beatrice A. Heitman, also known as Beatrice Gerajda Heitman. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will to probate and appoint Ms. Heitman as independent executrix to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything further, counselor?
That's all.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Bring in the next one. I'm sorry? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042933, estate of Dan R. Owen, a junior. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand.
Put your right hand up.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Very good. You can lower your hand. Go ahead, Mr. Bankhead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Owens. Can you please state your full name for the record?
Rebecca Thompson Owen.
And how are you related to the decedent Daniel R. Owens Jr.?
I was married to him.
Sorry, 1 second.
Wife, I guess.
And is it true that he passed away on May 4th, 2025,
Yes.
at the age of 83?
Yes.
And he passed away in Harris County, Texas.
Yes, sir.
However, his residence is in Simonton, Fort Bend County, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And it has been less than 4 years since the date of his passing and the filing of your application.
Yes.
Okay. The decedent passed away with a will, correct?
Yes.
And that will was dated September 20th, 2007. Correct?
Correct.
And are you aware of that will ever being revoked by the decedent?
No.
Okay. I'm going to show you a copy of the will that we have here in my office. So quick. Does this look like a copy of the is this also the same as the last will and testament the court is putting up on the screen?
Yes.
All right. We're going to flip to the last one of the last pages. All right. And on page 11, do you recognize that as the signature of the decedent?
Yes.
Okay. And then on the next page is a self-proved affidavit. It looks like it was witnessed by a Brenda Jo Steele and a Patricia A. Moore. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we would ask that the court take judicial notice that this is an original will that is self-proved.
The court shall take judicial notice.
Thank you. And Ms. Owen, is any governmental agency of the state or a charitable organization identified as a beneficiary in this will?
No.
Was there any children born or adopted to the decedent after he signed this will?
No.
And was there any divorce that the decedent had after he signed this will?
No.
Okay. Now, there is a necessity for the administration of the estate, correct?
Yes.
So in other words, there's something you need to do to move assets out of the estate, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And the will identifies you to serve as the executor of the estate, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it identifies you as what's called an independent administrator, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that means you're going to serve without the will doesn't require you to give security or bond, correct?
Correct.
All right. And you're not disqualified by law from serving as the independent executor, correct?
Correct.
All right. Your Honor, we would ask that the court admit the will of Mr. Daniel R. Owen. Jr.
No, Dan,
I'm sorry.
not Daniel.
Dan R. Owen Jr. Apologies to probate and to give Miss Rebecca Owen, letters of independent letters of testamentary. Sorry, letters testamentary.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Rebecca Thompson Owen. She testified as to her death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Ms. Owen as independent executrix to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Ma'am, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bankhead, anything further for the record?
That's all, Your Honor.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.
Next. All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cohn, can you hear me? Mr. Cohn, you're muted.
Yes.
Okay, we can hear you now. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042715, estate of Karen Lynn Cohn Gilbert. All those who intend to testify, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Very good. You can lower your hand. Mr. Peters, whenever you're ready, you can get started.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Mr. Cohn is elderly and a little hard of hearing, I'm told, so I may speak a little slower just to make sure he understands, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Mr. Cohn, please tell us your full name.
Leslie Allen Cohn.
Mr. Cohn, I understand you are Karen Gilbert's father. Is that correct?
Is correct.
Okay. And Karen passed away on November 22nd, 2024. Is that correct?
Yes.
And at that time, she was 60 years old?
Yes.
And she passed away less than 4 years ago. Is that right?
Yes.
And at the time Karen was alive, she lived in Fort Bend County. Is that true?
Yes.
And Karen did have a will when she passed away, and that will was signed on April 16th, 2018. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
And it looks like the court has displayed a copy of that will here on your screen. Can you see that, Mr. Cohn?
Yes.
Very good. And do you recognize your daughter's signature on this will?
Yes.
Okay, so this is in fact her last will, and it's the one we submitted for probate to the court.
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Cohn, I understand there are 2 or more debts against this estate. And as such, we do need to go ahead and get an administrator appointed. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Miss Gilbert's will here, as you can see, it has a self-proving affidavit, so it is self-proved. Is that right?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, Miss Gilbert never wrote through that will. She never tore it up. It was never revoked. Is that correct?
Correct.
And this will does not name the state or charitable organization as a beneficiary. Is that correct?
Correct.
And after Miss Gilbert signed this will, she didn't have any children or adopt any. Is that correct?
Yes.
And after she signed her will, she didn't get married or get divorced. Is that also correct?
Correct.
And the will named her son, who was Garrett Mason Gilbert, to serve as independent executor, but he's unable to serve because he's passed away. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you, in fact, Mr. Leslie Cohn, are named as the alternate. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Cohn, are you disqualified by law from serving as the executor? And really by that, I mean, do you have any felony convictions or anything like that?
No, I don't.
And you're a resident of Texas, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Cohn, are you asking the court to go ahead and admit this will to probate and to issue letters testamentary for you to serve, acting independently of court authority?
Yes.
All right, Your Honor, we just asked the court to take judicial notice that the required citations have been issued and returned according to law, and go ahead and approve our application and issue letters to Mr. Cohn.
Court heard the testimony of Leslie Allen Cohn. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Mr. Cohn as independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Mr. Cohn, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Counselor, may I ask a question?
You can call me later.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Peters, thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Terry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 24 CPR 041779, the state of Ryan Terry. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can lower your hand. And Miss Russell, whenever you're ready, you can get started.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to call Miss Rhonda Terry.
Honda Terry's present.
Miss Terry, could you please state your relationship to Ryan Terry, the decedent in this matter?
I'm his mother.
To your understanding, Mr. Terry died testate, which means he did not have a valid will. I mean, it means he did have a valid will. That's correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. The purported will is a self-proved will. Is that correct?
Yes.
If you look at the Zoom screen in front of you, do you recognize the document as the last will and testament of Ryan Terry, the decedent in this matter?
Yes.
Independent administration of this estate is necessary because two or more debts exist. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is it true that Ryan Terry died on August 30th, 2024?
Yes.
Did Ryan Terry die in Houston, Harris County?
Yes.
Was Ryan Terry domiciled in Missouri City, Fort Bend County, Texas at the time of his untimely passing?
Yes.
When Mr. Terry executed his last will and testament on August the 13th, was he of sound mind?
Yes.
At that time, was he over the age of 18?
Yes.
You are named as the executor of Ryan Terry's will, is that correct?
Yes.
You are not excluded from serving as an independent executrix, is that correct?
Yes.
You are entitled to receive letters testamentary or not disqualified, is that correct?
Yes.
Ryan Terry was unmarried at the time of his death, is that correct?
Yes.
And he did not divorce or dissolve any marriage after the creation of this will, is that correct?
No.
He
That's
didn't have
correct.
any,
Yes.
that is correct. He didn't have any children before or after the creation of his last will and testament, is that correct?
Yes.
There are no governmental agencies or charitable organizations named in the will, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to appoint you as the independent executrix of your son Ryan Terry's estate?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to appoint you to serve with no bond and waive appraisers?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
The court heard the testimony of Rhonda Terry. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Miss Terry as independent executrix to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Ma'am, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Now, Miss Russell, anything further for the record?
No, sir.
All right. Y'all have a good day then.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
You can go to the next one. Mr. Atwood, are you there?
Yes, sir. For some reason the picture's not. I gotta start video again.
Yeah, and your audio is not very good.
Let me try.
You sound like you're in an echo chamber. Almost.
Is that any better?
No, afraid not.
Oh, I wonder what's going on. I don't know what's doing it, your honor. I'm unmuted. It's on. Sounds all the microphones all the way up.
Do you have anything blocking your microphone, Mr. Atwood?
I had a piece of paper on what I thought is the microphone. I was thinking that did it, so I took it off. There's nothing else blocking anything that I can see.
Okay, what? I want to try. All right, we're going to give this a shot. I might ask you to repeat a few sentences here and there because it is hard to understand what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
So let's try our best here. And who do you have with you, Mr. Atwood?
I've got Mr. Hurd, who is the applicant. I have Mrs. Hurd, who is here as a handwriting witness, and we have Terry Hurd down from a separate location, who is also for the handwriting, because the will was not self-proven.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042900, estate of Deborah Carol Hurd, also known as Debbie Hurd. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
The latter. I do.
All right, very good. Y'all can lower your hands. All right, Mr. Atwood, you can go ahead and get started when you're ready.
Thank you, sir. Dal, would you state your name and relation?
Yeah. Mr. Atwood, Mr. Atwood,
Dow H. Hurd the third. Deborah was my sister.
Mr. Atwood, please pause.
Yes.
You're going to need to start from the very beginning. You froze, your picture froze, and we lost everything after the first question.
Okay. Dow, would you state your name, please? My name is Dow H. Hurd the third, and Deborah was my sister. And is it true that she died on April 13th of 2024? Yes, it's true. And in Harris County, Texas? Yes, that is true. Is it true that she had a place of residence in Fort Bend County? Yes, that is true. And to the best of your knowledge, she died testate, and her will was signed on January 28th of 2024. That is correct. And citation. Oops, we lost. Oh, it's a will. You recognize that what's on the screen is the last will and testament. Deborah? Yes, sir. I recognize that. And that is correct. But it was executed with formalities and formalities under the circumstances required to make a valid will in Texas. Yes, it was. And she was over 18 years old. Well over 18. And as far as you know, she never revoked that will. Is that correct? She did not revoke the will. Okay. No state, government agency of the state or charitable organization is named by the will as a devisee. That is true. Okay. And after the will, no child was born or adopted by her. No, she had no children. Okay. And no marriage of the deceased was ever dissolved. A will named you to serve as independent executor. Is that correct?
No, Mr. Atwood, please pause. Can you go back about 2 sentences because you froze again?
All right. No state, government agency of the state or charitable organization is named by the will as advisee. That is true. And after the date of the will, no child was born or adopted by your sister. Is that correct? That is correct. She had no children. And no marriage of your sister was ever dissolved after the will was made. She was never married. And her will named you to serve as independent executor to act independently. Is that true? That is true. And to the best of your knowledge, the proof required for probate has been made. You are not never convicted of a felony.
Mr. Atwood, can you pause? I'm so sorry. We're having a very hard time making out. Can you go back to your last question before the one you're currently asking and repeat that, please?
Yes.
And just slow and just slow down just a tad, just because the audio is so bad.
Yes, sir. The will they view to secretary to act independently. Is that correct? That is correct. And to the best of your knowledge, you are not disqualified. You're not a child murderer, serial murderer, or anything like that. That is correct. No felonies. Your Honor, we would like to have Gal Hurd appointed as independent executor and
Yeah,
without
Mr.
bond
Atwood,
and a break.
Mr. Atwood, start over with that question, please. I'm so sorry. Your audio is so
Sorry.
muffled that it's very, very hard to make out what you're saying.
I can't
That question.
figure out what's going on. The last one,
Okay, now it's even worse, Mr. Atwood. That piece of paper you're holding might be blocking the microphone. I suggest putting it down, just sitting back in your seat. The closer you seem to get to the microphone or the device that you're using, the more muffled it becomes. Because I can hear the answers from your witness just fine. It's when you are asking the questions, it seems to become extremely muffled.
and it may be the fact that I got hearing aids and I can't tell whether I'm talking loud. I just got them. We asked that Dal Hurd be named independent executor to act without bond and without appraisals. Do we hear that?
We did.
Hello.
I'm waiting on the answer.
No, I'm asking, we asked that he be named. This is not, we've already answered all the questions.
Okay, all right. We're having a difficult time with what's being said.
I've never been convicted of anything.
I can't make out a thing.
I'm going to try and answer or do the question one more time.
Okay. Mr. Atwood, let's do this. Go to your next witness. Let's try the next witness. If you're done with that witness. No further questions. Move on.
I am, Your Honor. Terry Hurd.
Yes,
Were you personally acquainted with Deborah Carroll Hurd, aka Debbie
yes,
Hurd?
yes,
And you see the will up there, you see her signature, you recognize that signature.
I do recognize the signature.
And was she over the age of 18 and of sound mind?
Yes,
And how long have you known her?
since 1970.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Call your next witness.
Call Rochelle Hurd.
I'm here.
And were you personally acquainted with Debbie Carroll Hurd?
Yes.
How long?
Yeah, we can't hear her. Mr. Atwood, my court reporter cannot hear her.
I'm gonna bring her closer, Your Honor.
Okay.
1988. I've known her since then.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. We're not making out anything at this time.
I'm okay. I knew her from 1988.
Okay.
And do you recognize her signature?
Yes, I do.
And was she over 18 and of sound mind when she made this will?
Yes, she was.
Okay, Your Honor, I think we've got all the questions answered. We'd like to have the will entered to probate, have Dal Hurd made independent executor, and to serve without bond and to waive the appraisers.
All right. The court heard the testimony of Dal H. Hurd III, Russell Lee Hurd, and Terry Hurd. They testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will and probate and appoint Dal H. Hurd III as independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. I just want to say I'm very sorry for y'all's loss,
Thank
Thank you.
and I'm glad we were able to get through this. It seems like there was some sort of issue with the audio quality here today, but I'm glad we could get it done. So y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate you and your work. God bless you.
God bless. All right, moving on. Kassam.
So, yeah.
All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. Then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record
Okay.
25 CPR 042978, the state of Anwar Shamsuddin Kassam. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, very good. You can lower your hand. Mr. Zafar, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Kassam, can you please state your name for the court? Your full name?
Yasmin Anwar Qasim.
And you currently reside at 11202 Balmala Court in
Yes.
Richmond, Texas, 77407. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And we are here today because you have applied to probate the will of your deceased husband, Anwar Shamsuddin Kassam, as a muniment of title. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, your husband passed away on September 9th, 2023. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the time he passed away, he resided with you at your address in Richmond, Fort Bend County?
Yes.
Okay. And at that time, he was domiciled in Texas and his fixed place of residence was in Fort Bend County, correct?
Yes.
And at that time he passed away, he owned certain real property and personal property at that time, correct?
Yes.
And he did not receive any Medicaid benefits at all, right?
No.
Your Honor,
Right.
can I ask you to show Ms. Kassam, or I guess I can do it, the copy of the will, I can do it if you allow me to share my screen.
You can do it. I can do it real quick as well. It's up to you.
Okay, if you can, Your Honor, you might be more technological. Please.
I've got it for you. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
There we go.
Ms. Kassam, do you recognize this document that the judge has just showed on the screen?
Yes.
And is this your late husband's will?
Yes.
And this will ask you to serve as executor, correct?
Yes.
And the signatures on that page, you recognize that as your husband's signature?
Yes.
And the signatures of Miss Yasmin Punjani and Madad Ali Punjani, who were the two
Yes.
witnesses to the will?
Yes.
Okay. Now, since this will was executed by your husband, you guys did not adopt or any children, right?
No. We
And
did not.
you were married to your husband when this will was signed, and you are currently
still married to him, or you were married to him
Yes.
until the date of his death, right?
Yes.
And the will did not state any state institution or governmental agency as a beneficiary, correct?
Yes.
Everything in the will was left to you.
Yes.
And your husband doesn't currently have any debts that exist, does he?
No, he doesn't have it.
Okay, and you were asking this court to approve this will for immunity of title?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Yasmin Anwar Kassam. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate as immunity of title, and I'll waive the affidavit of fulfillment of terms in this case. Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kassam, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you and sorry.
Thank you. Mr. Zafar, anything further for the record?
That's it, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Bringle, is that your client with you?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042836, the state of John Stephen Sudella Sr. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Very good. You can put your hand down. Ms. Bringle, whenever you're ready, you can begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mary, will you please state your full name for the court? Mary Louise. And what was your relationship?
Pause, Ms. Bringle. I could not make out what she said, nor could my court reporter.
Sorry, we will come closer. My name is Mary.
We still can't hear her.
My name is Mary Louise Sudella.
Now we can hear you just fine.
Good. And what was your relationship to the decedent, John Stephen Sudella Sr.? I was his wife. Did the decedent pass away on April 4th, 2025? Yes, he did. And at the time of his death, did Mr. Sudella live in Sugar Land in Fort Bend County, Texas? Yes. Did Mr. Sudella leave a valid written will dated February 10th, 2012? Yes. And the copy of the will that you took down to the courthouse, or I'm sorry, that was the original will, correct? Correct. It was the original will. And did his signature appear on page 5 of that will? Yes. And you recognize what's being shown on the screen here as that will? Yes, it is. And that's his signature up there, correct? And is it true that, to the best of your knowledge, John Stephen Sudella Sr. never revoked this will? That is correct. Is it true that no children were born to or adopted by John Stephen Sudella Sr. after the date of this will? That is correct. Is it true that no marriage of John Stephen Sudella Sr. was dissolved after the date of this will? That is correct. Is it true that neither the state, a governmental agency of the state, nor a charitable organization is named by the will as a devisee? That is correct.
Pringle,
Yes.
repeat that question. For some reason, I don't know if you're on a laptop maybe, and if you're not directly in front of it, with that microphone's coming in and out. So
Okay,
repeat that question, please.
no problem. Is it true that neither the state, a governmental agency of the state, nor a charitable organization is named by the will as a devisee? That is true. Is it true that there are no unpaid debts of John Stephen Sudella Sr.'s estate other than those secured by a lien on real estate? That is true. And John Stephen Sudella Sr. never received Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st, 2005, correct?
That is correct.
Is it true that there is no necessity for administration of this estate?
That is true.
And you are the sole beneficiary of the will, correct?
Correct.
And this is not a taxable estate, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, we ask that the will of John Stephen Sudella Sr., dated February 10th, 2012, be admitted to probate as muniment of title and that the requirement of the affidavit be waived.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Mary Louise Sudella. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate as a muniment of title, and I'll waive the affidavit of fulfillment of terms in this case. Ms. Sudella, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Bringle, anything further for the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, you can take me out of here. Sean's covering this one. I've got the guardianship later.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, can everybody hear me? Ms. Heathcock, if you would please unmute yourself.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042934, estate of Kenneth D. Heathcock, also known as Kenneth Dwayne Heathcock. All those who intend to testify, if you raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, put your hand down. Mr. Johnston, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Judge. Janelle, please state your name and relation to Kenneth D. Heathcock, also known as Kenneth Dwayne Heathcock.
My name is Janelle H. Heathcock. I'm the spouse.
And did Kenneth die on June 16th, 2025 in Rosenberg, Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes.
And at that time he was living in Rosenberg, correct?
Yes.
We look at the will, Judge. All right, Janelle, do you recognize that as Kenneth's last will and testament? It's signed on July 29th, 2002.
Yes.
And Judge is scrolling. Do you see that Kenneth signed his will in front of two witnesses and a notary?
Yes.
And was he of sound mind, at least 18 years old when he signed his will?
Yes.
Did he ever revoke his will?
No.
Were any children born to or adopted by Kenneth after he signed his will?
No.
Did he dissolve a marriage after he signed his will?
No.
Did his will give anything to the state of Texas, a governmental agency, or charity?
No.
And did Kenneth apply for and receive Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st, 2005?
No.
And to the best of your knowledge and belief, are there any unpaid debts owed by Kenneth's estate other than debts secured by liens on real estate?
No.
And is there a need for administration of this estate?
No.
All right, nothing further, Judge.
Court of the testimony of Janelle H. Heathcock. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate as a muniment of title, and I'll waive the affidavit of fulfillment of terms. Ms. Heathcock, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnston, anything further for the record?
Nothing, Judge.
All right, y'all have a good day. You're free to go.
Thank you, too.
Ms. Dave, you're up. Is the microphone on? Mr. Cook.
Yes. Can you hear me? Hello? Anyone hear me?
Mr. Cook, you're very muffled and your camera's off as well. If you could turn your camera on.
I'm trying to do that now.
Mr. Cook, we cannot make out a single word you're saying.
Can you hear me now, Yana? You can hear me?
I hear noise, but I cannot make out what's being said.
Nothing yet?
Mr. Cook, I can't, I hear you trying to speak, but your audio is very muffled and garbled, and it's hard for me to even make out a single word. On top of that, I will need you to turn your camera on to proceed with this hearing.
Yeah. Yana.
Can you make out a word he's saying?
Not well, Judge.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Cook, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next case. I'll come back to you. Hopefully we can get these technical issues resolved by then. Ms. Dave, are you about to leave to another court?
Yes, Judge. Court.
Okay, that's fine. Annie, go ahead and put everybody back in the waiting room and let's go on to the next case. Miss Joy. There we are. Can everybody hear me?
Minnie, you can go ahead and unmute.
Thank you, Mr. Junker.
Okay.
All right. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042246, guardianship of KJ. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Very good. You can lower your hands.
Your Honor, do we have Ms. Ballou in the hearing?
You know what? You're right. We are missing Annie. So, okay. Let me know next time if you assume she's with somebody. Okay, we are missing Miss Ballou. Annie cannot locate her.
She's a little tied up still. Okay, we'll just wait in the waiting room until she's available. I knew this might be happening.
We'll pick this right back up where we left off.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, Minnie.
It's
Yes.
okay.
Thank you. Do we have everyone? Bring them in. All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Miss Davis, can you hear me? You need to unmute yourself to respond.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. All right, we're on the record in 25 CPR 042774, guardianship of Minnie Dugas. All those who intend to testify, if you raise your right hand. Ms. Davis, thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, very good. You can lower your hand. Let's go ahead and get started. Is the ward's presence waived, or is there a request for the ward's presence to be waived?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm requesting that we waive the word's presence based on the CME. Should be unable to appreciate and also meeting with her. I agree with what the doctor said, as well as because of her memory, she doesn't always remember her husband passed. And professionals at the facility are afraid that would upset her. So at this time, I'm requesting that Miss Minnie Douglas's appearance be waived.
The ward's presence is waived.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hanley, why don't you get us started?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, my name is, for the court record, my name is Boyd Hanley. I represent the proposed guardian, Ms. Davis. Your Honor, we have a medical certificate that's been on file with the court by Dr. Chris Merkel, which was evaluated and signed on June the 7th, 2025, and we'd like to introduce that into evidence.
Would you like the court to take judicial notice of what is on file, or do you
Yes,
want
sir. We'd also like the court to take judicial notice that it's on file with the court. Thank you.
Also, or so you're asking to do both?
I'm asking you to do both, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you provided my court reporter with a copy of the exhibit to be admitted into evidence?
It's been admitted to the clerk and is on file, but I have not.
I understand that, but when you're asking for a document to be admitted into evidence, it must be provided, a copy of it must be provided to my court reporter. That's why I asked the distinction between asking for judicial notice of what's on file currently or asking for it to be admitted, because if it's to be admitted into evidence, then I would need a copy to be provided into the record.
Okay, we just would take judicial notice then.
Okay. Any objection from Ms. Baker?
No objections, Your Honor.
The court shall take judicial notice. Proceed.
Ms. Davis, can you state your full name for the court record?
Judy Berry Davis.
And your relationship to Ms. Dugas is the sister, is that correct?
That is correct.
And Ms. Dugas's parents are deceased, and she's recently become widowed. Her husband, Mr. Gerald, passed away on May the 9th, 2025. And Mr. Gerald was actually taking care of your sister. And now that he's passed, there's no family members to take care of her. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And Ms. Dugas does not have any children. She has 6 siblings, with you being one of the 6 siblings. And we have waivers on file from 3 of the siblings and delivery notices from the 2 remaining siblings. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we also have a waiver from the administrator of the Park Manor of Quail Valley facility where your sister is currently located. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're applying for full guardianship of the person and the estate. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your sister currently is staying or living at the Park Manor of Quail Valley on 2350 FM 1092 Road in Missouri, Fort Bend County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you currently live at 2334 Pierce Way in Buford, Georgia. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your sister is 76 years old and was born in 1949. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there's a need to apply for guardianship because your sister suffers from dementia as diagnosed in the physician certificate and requires 24-hour care. Is that correct?
Yes.
And in the physician certificate, your sister cannot make complex business, managerial, financial decisions, manage your personal bank account, safely operate a motor vehicle, vote in a public election, make decisions regarding marriage, determination of own residence, administer medications, attend to basic and instrumental activities of daily living, and consent to medical, dental, psychiatric, and psychological treatment. Do you agree with that finding?
Yes.
And we've talked to you about least restricted means to guardianship, such as power of attorney and medical power of attorney, and found out that those would not be sufficient to ward off guardianship due to her dementia. Is that correct?
Yes.
And guardianship is also needed to obtain social services for your sister. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your sister is currently receiving Medicare, but you will need to apply for Medicaid for her nursing home benefits. Is that correct?
Yes.
And currently, the only other income that you're familiar with is possibly Social Security and maybe some retirement income. But until you get the letters of guardianship, you're not able to clarify that. Is that correct?
Yes.
And as far as you know, the current health insurance on your sister is Medicare. Is that correct?
Yes.
And also talk to you about her estate, because we are asking for guardianship of the person and the estate. You know that there is a bank account, but you haven't been able to understand the amount in that bank account. And also, you believe that she gets about $1,500 a month in Social Security. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And also, we talked about she did live in a house with her former husband or deceased husband, and looking at the deeds on that, he did purchase that home before he married your sister, and your sister is not on the deed. So until we get a copy of the will from her late husband, we will not know whether, in fact, she inherited any or part of the house. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as you know, the only person that held, can't even speak this morning, a power of attorney was possibly her husband, who is now deceased. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Miss, as far as you know, your sister did not have any children. Is that correct? And she's currently okay. And you're qualified to serve as guardian. Is that correct?
Yes.
You've registered with the JBCC. You've taken the online course and filed your certificate with the court. And you've also had your criminal background check and fingerprints submitted to the court. Is that correct?
Yes.
And when I met with you, we reviewed the rights of your sister and your duties as guardian, such as alerting the court if you move your residence, and also if your sister moves residences within the county, we need to notify the court And also, if she moves outside the county, we need to notify the court and transfer the guardianship to another county. Or if she moves outside the state, we need to transfer her guardianship to another state. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're asking the court again to grant guardianship of the person and the estate. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'll pass this witness.
Baker.
Good morning, Miss Davis.
Good morning.
You and I spoke back on July 17th over the phone. Do you remember that conversation?
I do.
Okay. And is it true that prior to your brother-in-law passing away, he asked you to care for Minnie? Is that correct?
Yes. That's correct.
Okay, thank you. And is it true that Minnie is your older sister?
Yes.
And that is it true that based on Dr. Merkel's recommendation, your sister needs 24-hour care?
Yes.
Are you prepared to file the annual account with the assistance of your attorney?
Yeah.
Oh, she went away.
Yeah, we lost her. I'd say we'll give her just a minute to see if she pops back on.
I'm going to give her a quick call, Your Honor.
Oh, she's back on. Ms. Davis, can you hear us?
Okay. All right.
Ms. Davis?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry about that. It disconnected somehow.
That's okay. And we're glad you were able to get back on easily. Okay, Ms. Baker, why don't you start with your last question?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Davis, with the assistance of your attorney, are you prepared to file an annual account every year?
Yes.
And also an annual report of your sister every year to the court?
Yes.
Do you believe it is in the best interest of your sister, Minnie, for you to be appointed as the guardian of the person and the estate?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Your Honor. I pass this witness.
Mr. Handley?
No further questions. As far as the bond is concerned, Your Honor, we can get a minimum bond, but we won't know until we get the letters and can get into the bank account and possibly get a will.
Yeah. I'll set a bond, what I think is appropriate for now. I mean, based on the information that's been provided to me, I think this will be an appropriate bond until we can actually get an inventory of everything that's really there. All right, after listening to testimony, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that Minnie Dugas is totally incapacitated, in need of a guardian with full authority over the person and estate. The court finds that a guardianship is warranted and appoints Judy Berry Davis as guardian of the person and estate of the proposed ward. Bond is set at $15,000. The court will discharge Ms. Baker from her duties as attorney ad litem and award her a fee in the amount of $650. And then, Mr. Hanley, you will be appointed resident agent in the case.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything further for the record, Mr. Hanley?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all. Y'all are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have Ms. Ballou? Go ahead and take care of that case.
Judge, is that exhibit rule a local rule to your court or to all the courts in Fort Bend?
Just standard procedure when it comes to when you admit a document, it has to go to the court reporter, who then files it with her record.
Sure.
That's just a standard procedure in all litigation cases. I mean, I say litigation, in all cases where evidence is admitted.
Okay. I was just asking. It's always nuance between Harris and Fort Bend that they always ask that you admit it into evidence, but they don't ask for that, and we always do it by judicial notice in Fort Bend. Just curious.
Yeah, here's my take on it. It's on file.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the court's record, essentially, as long as I take judicial notice of it, just like any will, it's fine. We can move on. When you ask to admit it into evidence, then it requires a whole exhibit to be handed over to my court reporter. And if we're on Zoom, that has to be done well before the hearing, so she has a copy of it and can insert it into her record.
Understood. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, let's go ahead and get back on the record. We're on the record in 25 CPR 042246, guardianship of KJ. All right, everybody's been sworn, so let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Junker, whenever you're ready.
Your Honor, before starting, I will defer to Ms. Ballou on the presence of her her proposed ward.
Thank you.
I believe it's not in his best interest to have to attend this hearing, as also stated in the certificate from the medical examiner.
Presence is waived. Mr. Junker, now you may begin.
Thank you, Judge. I call my first witness, Minnie Joy. Minnie, what's your relation to Kevin?
Mother.
And he turned 18 on August 25th. Is that right?
August 26th.
26th. Okay, I've got it right here now. And he lives here in Fort Bend County with you and his father. Is that right?
Yes.
Could you tell Judge a little bit about him, his condition, and his diagnosis?
Yes, Kevin is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and he has sound sensitivity, sensory disorder. He has some self-injurious behavior, and he attends ABA therapy. And,
Miss Joy, I'm so sorry. You're going to need to slow down just a little bit, speak up, because you're a little bit soft here when it comes to your voice. Maybe get a little bit closer to the microphone, and then just slow down a tad.
Okay, yes. Kevin is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. He has self-injurious behavior, sensory disorder, and very sound sensitive. He attends ABA school at Rosenberg, Texana, and he went to school today. So he depends us for his daily activities.
Okay. Now, Minnie, when we started this, he was seen by Dr. Masharani. Is that one of his regular physicians?
Yes.
And we have an exam from February 6th, 2025. I'm going to review with you just a little. Your Honor, we'd ask that you take judicial notice that you do have a copy of the original CME from Dr. Masharani from an exam February 6th, 2025.
Any objections, Ms. Ballou?
No objection, Your Honor.
The court shall take judicial notice.
Now, Minnie, Dr. Masharani told us that Kevin's totally incapacitated. He relies on y'all for all of his fundamental decision making. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, when we started this whole process, we discussed alternatives to guardianship, such as powers of attorney and supported decision-making agreements. Those are something that Kevin wouldn't understand, right?
Right.
So at this point, the only thing we have to advocate for him and fight for his rights is a guardianship, isn't it?
Yes.
And speaking of that, we're doing this to continue to advocate and fight for his rights. We're not seeking a guardianship just to control him, correct?
Correct.
Now, he received notice from the constable, is that right?
Yes.
And he doesn't have any other siblings over the age of 18 that needed to receive notice, right?
Right.
You have gone through the training. We've registered you with the Judicial Commission. As far as we know, your background check has come back clear. Is there any reason you'd be disqualified from serving?
No.
And in fact, you and his father are the two most qualified people on this planet to be serving as his guardians, aren't you?
Yes.
Now you understand, excuse me, Kevin doesn't have any money in his name that we need to worry about a guardianship of his estate, correct?
Correct.
And you are doing, excuse me, you understand you'll be under court supervision from now on. That means that you're going to have to file an annual report and keep the court aware of any changes in his situation. You're prepared to do that, aren't you?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Ballou.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Joy, has there been any change in your son's condition since that CME was, since the CME was submitted to the court back in February?
No.
And you understand, I've gone over with you and Mr. Junker has also gone over with you, your responsibilities in terms of an annual report.
Yes.
And you're willing to do that
Yes.
from now on?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Junker.
Your Honor, I'll call Mr. Joseph Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Joseph, what's your relation to Kevin?
Father.
And you have heard all the questions that I've asked of your wife. If I asked you those same questions, would your answers be similar, if not the same?
Similar.
Okay. If you have been registered with the Judicial Commission, completed your training, your background check has come back clear too. No reason you'd be disqualified from serving, correct?
Correct.
And you're prepared to file the annual report as well, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Ballou.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Joseph, same questions I had for your wife. Has there been any change in Kevin's condition since the time that a doctor examined him and completed that CME back in February of 2025?
No.
And you understand that you have an ongoing responsibility to this court. Annually, you'll need to file a written report describing how Kevin's doing and what activities he's been able to participate in.
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Junker, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. We would ask that you find Kevin Joseph totally incapacitated, and appoint Minnie Joy and Joseph Thomas as guardians with full powers of the person only.
All right, the court heard the testimony, and after listening to testimony, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that Kevin Joseph is totally incapacitated and in need with a guardian with full authority over the person. The court finds that a guardianship is warranted and appoints Minnie P. Joey and Thomas Joseph. That's correct, right, Mr. Junker?
Yes, Your Honor.
As guardian of the person of the proposed ward, bond is set at $50 each. I'm going to discharge Ms. Ballou as attorney ad litem in this matter and award her a fee in the amount of $650. Anything further for the record, Mr. Junker?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Y'all have a great week. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Joseph, Ms. Joy, I know Mr. Junker brought this up already, but you'll just need to file a report each year with the court, giving us an idea of the well-being of your son. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you too.
My apologies, Your Honor, for being a bit late. I was tied up in another court and jumped on as soon as I got a text from Mr. Junker.
It's fine.
Thank him for cooperating with me in that way. Sometimes those schedules are just impossible.
I understand.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. All right, we're still waiting on Ms. Dave to come back from court 4. Yeah, go ahead and call for her. I have a feeling this hearing's not going to take place. That audio is really bad. Just running between courts this morning, aren't you? All right, bring him back in. If we can't get his audio corrected, we may just have to do this as an in-person. Mr. Cook. Good morning again. If you could turn your camera on and unmute yourself. Mr. Cook. They want me to put a due date for the appraisement in there? Next time, put on there the docket, letting me know. Because the docket entry says it's waived. Okay. Well, you've been putting it on there in the past. This docket, you didn't put it on there. Huh? Yeah, you have.
I was unable to reach Attorney Cook by phone.
Mr. Cook, we're going to give him just a minute. Mr. Cook. All right. Ms. Simmons, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
All right. We're going to reschedule this matter. Mr. Cook seems to be having some serious technical issues that we are unable to resolve this morning. I would recommend that this be an in-person hearing due to these technical issues. I do have an in-person docket next Monday and on the 29th. I'll have my probate auditor reach out to Mr. Cook with regards to those dates and see if one of them works for him.
Okay, sounds good.
You're free to go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stave, you're free to go.